The next guy we've got up is a special, special man. Come up here, Wylis, let's hear it for you! Let's hear it for Wylis. Here you go, mate.
Cheers, Rob. How you doing, guys? I thought I would open with a few Scouser jokes, but they never work, do they? This is very hard for me to admit. I'm anorexic. Every time I look in the mirror, I see a fat bastard. Obviously, I'm only joking. I know I'm fat. It's actually a rather strange combination of laziness and bulimia. The gist of it is, I eat so much that I'm ready to burst and then I can't be asked to throw it up again. So, I went to the doctor about this, you know, I'm fucking sick of being fat, like, it's a real pain in the arse, and I went to the doctor and he said, well, Mr. Williamson, you're dangerously overweight. I recommend that you stop eating snacks in between snacks. I said, you cheeky cunt, I want a second opinion. He said, all right, you're ugly as well. I said, no, seriously, I do want a referral. So he sent me to this dietitian. She was fucking stunning. Really, really thin, massive tits, blonde hair, honestly, like 2 peas on a cocktail stick. I was really, really distracted, you know, she's droning on about healthy eating, exercise, all that shit. I must admit, I did zone out a little bit, so it came to the end of our session and I said, so I just want to summarise. You said I need to eat less fatty food. And she said, no, I said you need to eat less food, fatty. See, I love this self-deprecating humour, but unfortunately I'm not very good at it. You've heard the accent. You're possibly wondering where I'm from. Now, I'm actually Cumbrian and proud. I was raised in a little town called Cockermouth. You're allowed to laugh at that one if you want. We locals, we call it Nobbergob. Just saves a couple of syllables. Where I was born, also in Cumbria, it's a port called Whitehaven. Now, I'm a bit ashamed of its history, but I've got to be honest with you, a couple of 100 years ago, it was very active in the slave trade. So, obviously you're looking at me, you've seen the hair, the wide nose, you know, quite a big lad. I have looked into it. I know what you're thinking about my heritage, I know what you're thinking, and you're probably right. I got some genetic testing done, and it's so hard for me to say this. About 250 years ago, my great-great-great-great-grandma was raped by a massive, hairy, smelly Scotsman. Hence the ginger. Right, so, you know, growing up in Cumbria, it wasn't always easy, you know, it's a barren place in many respects, and one of my best friends was a kleptomaniac. I presume you know what that is. He's got a compunction to steal things. We went to my parents' garden centre. I said, look mate, like, I know you've got a problem, I'm not being funny. It's my mum and dad's business, so like, please don't steal anything. Well, he took offence. What's black and does your kid's hair? Leukemia. What's pink and not there? No tomatoes. What's pink and sits on a fish shop counter? Abortion of chips. What's white and slithers along the floor wearing handcuffs? Strictly come dancing. I really regret this, but I'm going to have to get the crib sheet out. Like, I've talked myself off. I am a rambler by nature, you know, that's what happens when you grow up in Cumbria. No boundaries and all that shit. Let's have a look, where are we? Oh, yeah. So, I know it'll be hard to think when you look at me, but I've never had much joy with the ladies. Go figure. And I noticed that, you know, they were always all over my gay mates, you know, always hanging around with the gay lads. So, I thought, well, you know, why don't I pretend to be gay? I lasted about a week, but my arse just couldn't take it. I've got IBS. Yeah, I'm pleased you lot can laugh. It's fucking killing me. It really is. I'm literally shitting myself right now. Not just because I'm up on stage. But every dark cloud has a silver lining, you know. The piles, they're fucking awful, they really are, but I don't get constipated anymore. I just push hard and it lubricates with blood. One of the reasons why I'm fat is I can't do exercise in public. So I bought some of that gear, you know, some of that gear that you can get fit with at home. What's it called? It's ephedrine, that's the one.
That's some shit.
I love wanking. I'm going to have to cut this short, just like a typical wank, but I love wanking. I love a good wank as much as the next man. I think that's you actually, isn't it, Sam? Yeah. The thing I like about wanking is it's sex with someone that you hate. And it's better the more violent you are, and you can just, you know, strangle the little bastard until he spews his load. I'm sorry, I think that might have got a little bit out of hand there. Right. Oh, I tell you what, do you know what cracks me up? Eczema, every fucking winter. I saw this fascinating documentary last week, absolutely unbelievable, don't know if you caught it, but it went into the details of human sexuality and the fact that people are most attracted to those with whom they share facial and other physical characteristics. I thought, that's amazing. No wonder the population of China's 1.2 billion. It must be like one massive fucking orgy over there. Anyone like philosophy? Anyone like philosophy? René Descartes sat in a Parisian bar, has about 5 pints, gets up to leave. Barman says, "Hey, Descartes, are you having one for the road?" He said, "I think not," and promptly disappeared.